great. Ah, hold on, y'all. Hold on. The thing is loose. How is everyone doing? This is loose. Is it loose? I just made it looser. How is everyone doing today? There we go. There we go. How is everyone doing? Y'all doing okay today? Are y'all doing okay? On my way, just got off work. Got a Julia. I went to the gym this morning. Got workout in. It is raining. So, oof. But I saw a little bit clip of, she caught it on Yo-Yo's live. Hey, Rox, how are you? And then I went and watched the video. And I don't, like, and I'm not talking about anybody's kids. Y'all come on in, like the live. I just don't understand, like, how you go to victim mentality. Hey, Miss Carol, how are you? I And I have a baby that fought, really hard, stayed in the NICU. I mean, he's on the spectrum and everything, but I don't get out here posting him at his worst moments and playing victim and acting crazy. I don't know. So the video just kind of threw me, and she wants like everyone to feel bad for her because of the situation she has created. I don't get it. That's like me putting my kid out here making a bunch of babies and not being able to give my child the resources and tools they need. Like, y'all, I mean, just even these last 2 weeks, school has been out. Being home last 2 to 3 weeks, we really are making medication adjustments and everything for my son, and keeping his mind going. He starts his summer program Monday, but I can't imagine him being in the house with, what, 7 or 8 other children. That is a lot mentally on you as a mom. My son stemmed from sun up to sundown, well, past sundown, baby. It is like, and I just was like, dang, it's choicey. I always say, is he going to occupational therapy? Is he going to ABA therapy? Now you talking about these kids with the missing brain. Like, I know the one's supposed to have a missing brain or part of the brain missing. I don't know. But then I guess he was healed, cured. I don't know, because he seemed to be okay. And then after having that, wouldn't you be more mindful during your pregnancy? I'm a mom. Y'all, most of y'all that are subscribers, y'all know my struggle. You know what I mean? So pregnancy is very, like, we on hush hush. We don't, I mean, we just, because when you've gone through something, you still gonna have faith. You could still be positive, but you're still gonna be cautious. I mean, my doctor knew, call my cell phone, because she knew if anything felt different, hey, I don't know what's going on. She'd be like, man, go to the ER. We're gonna go ahead and da 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 da. If everything's okay, I'll follow up with you. But I just don't get how you're just so reckless with everything. And then having, being in the NICU and seeing what's going on and scrubbing in. And I get it, your kids were already exposed to a lot of germs because they are coming home to school age children. And they do talk about that in the NICU. My son was going home into a more safer environment, but it was still the nurses in and out. He started going to therapy a month after he got home. So, I mean, it was still, we tried to keep his, the germs away, but I damn sure wasn't taking them to an amusement park. So I just don't see how you post this video with the sympathy when we've seen you be so reckless. And I'm not saying talking about being a bad mom. I'm just reckless during your pregnancy, after one baby's brain is missing. I mean, you should be at every prenatal, got all the scans, and then these last babies, you were a geriatric pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? Over 35. You oh Lord. Now you mean to tell me all these kids not only allegedly should be, maybe could qualify, depends on the income. We know you like to, fraud or whatever, but maybe receiving a check, but are they receiving the services they need? The one little boy looked like he need vision therapy, to start now, to strengthen. You could do all this stuff now. You could do so much now. Those kids, that's what the thing is. That's why they started giving vouchers for daycare. Early child development is so important. Gripping fine, pencils, pens, picking up peas, picking up beans, the stuff they do in daycare, picking up Cheerios, stringing them on the yarn. Those fine motor skills are so important. They are so important. But everybody want to say she's a good mom. Her kids are still gripping stuff like this. That's the grab. That's not good. They shouldn't be. It might look cute, but let's be, when we talk about, you can go to the CDC website and check the damn milestones. We are talking about a mom of black boys, state of Florida. Come on, we know the statistics. By the fourth grade, they are deciding whether they are going to assign your child a prison number, whether how many prisons they need to go ahead and build. Your kids can't read. They feel like they're not going past the ninth or 10th grade. Sports is only going to take them so far, and her kids don't even play no damn sports. So it's like, but y'all want to be, we supposed to now feel all bad and, oh my God, this mom is going through so much adversity and she just keeps it going. And oh my God, even through a damn eviction. And oh my God, poor woe is me. No, you got to put your big girl drawers on. You still shouldn't be going through that same shit 9 babies later. You can't get up here on this damn Beyonce internet playing the damn victim, because you can't do that. That's crazy to me. And then everyone in her comments, Peach, you are phenomenal. You are such a good mom, Peach. You are phenomenal. And it's like, y'all don't hear how these kids can't put a sentence together? You think that's okay? You want to pat her on the back? And you think that's cool? Her kids can't even grip a pencil. Don't know the damn basic 3-letter sight words. Don't know hooked on phonics. You think it's cool because she got the twins sitting up there watching Miss Rachel? Let me see them other 3. Let me see it. I always get their damn names mixed up. But Wonderful, Amazing Life, Wonderful Life, and Phenomenal Life. Let me see what they got going on. You sitting the damn twins in front of Miss Rachel. It is sad. And they applaud that. The kids cannot put together a sentence. And now you saying that the brain issue is hereditary, and they probably told y'all crazy too not to make no more damn babies together. Some blood, they don't mix. I might be, your mom was hoeing and going, and you said his mom was hoeing and going. Y'all might be cousins and shit. I don't know. Y'all just two weirdos. Two careless weirdos. All he do is walk around shirtless, looking sleepy. I don't know if he high, but he needs to switch. They got 2 kinds of marijuanas. One that make you sleepy and one that make you go. Maybe he's smoking the wrong damn one. Cause but it's a lot of kids. I be sleeping too. I don't know. Cause I don't know. Troy seems like he a runner. He a track star. So you gotta keep him on lockdown. They probably just keep him damn medicated all day. He probably just medicated. It's so crazy. Y'all with them comments. Make sure you like the live though. But it's just crazy. People want to compliment that, that type of behavior. especially when you see this is somebody raising children. Like, I just had to, y'all know I'm dating, and I just had to set a dude straight. Like, baby, first come me being a mama. You not gonna be having me hoeing and going, running the streets, leaving my child with, and I wasn't leaving with any and everybody, it'd be my mom. But you finna take me away. But that if your baby mama was doing that type of activity, you would be sitting around calling her HOE with your home. Man, she always outside. My kids, da da da. But you ain't even getting your kids because you trying to get in my draw. No. Like, no. Mm-mm. People crazy. People just want to be adults, make babies, and just be, don't really want to be adults, want to run around like damn high schoolers. Like, grow up. Them babies didn't ask to be here. You brought them in this world. And it's your responsibility to know your limit. Just because your body can keep making them don't mean you need to do it. Shit. These kids need more than just a roof over their head, some food to eat. They need structure, discipline, extracurricular activities, love, patience, nurturing. You can't give all them dang on kids that. And I know people want to say, well, my mama had, yeah, and you effed up in the head when you really think about it. You not talking to your siblings. You got some deep rooted issues too. Talking about some, my mama had 9 kids and we all fine. Yeah, let's see. Name them all and what all they do. Shit. Some of y'all got some neglect, I'm sure. You might not want to say it, y'all wasn't all in activities. And come on now, back then too, people weren't even doing extracurricular activities like they're doing now. Shoes, school supplies like they doing now. You talking about some 9 school supplies? You crazy as all outdoors. 9 backpacks? That's crazy. You can't. Having somebody. You got the older kids helping with the younger kids, and y'all think that's okay? Sure. Kids not even able to live their life, and then they sit up on social media dragging their parents because they mad. Look who doing it. Repeat the cycle. Generational. Repeat. Repeat. But some people was ripping her in the comment. What was it? Oh no, it was a post. I gotta go live on StreamYard. But it was a post she shared where she was like naked in the bed, and they was ripping her apart with that one. I was like, what is going on? And you know, if you want to do OF, just go over there and do it. You don't have to put all this on social media with your teenage son, and you just got no professional oomph about you at all. Don't know who your target audience is. And I guess she could get away with that on TikTok, but I'm like, how much is you even making off of this post? How much are you making off of it? I mean, if we really talking about having the bottom dollar, how much you making off of it? Because the word on the street is you're not even getting paid on TikTok anymore. I don't know. Do y'all know if that's true? Is she getting paid on TikTok? I don't know anymore. I'm about to go pick up my contacts. My son got to get a haircut. We have my cousin's graduation dinner tomorrow. So, got to get all that situated. But yeah, y'all. So, I am really out here dating. I am having a good time dating. A good time dating, I will say. But ooh, let me tell you, y'all, this is not for the weak, okay? It is not for the weak. You hear me? It is not. These men's, the one guy, he's like I said, he's 52, and I just feel like he's at a point in his life where you really shouldn't be entertaining anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not at a place at your big age of 52 to be entertaining anyone. You don't have a career, you have a job. You got 2 children that are teenage girls back to back. And you live with your sister. So either your credit is messed up, or, and you know, right now I can understand it being hard because you got to make 3 times the rent. But if it's just you, couldn't you get like a studio or something? Hey, Miss Felicia. So yeah, and then the other guy I'm talking to, who I really feel like I like the most, but I had to tell myself we are going to take a time out until next Wednesday. We going to just slow it on down. I'm like, I'm not going to ignore those red flags. Do I have this channel for therapy? No, because that would be just me talking to myself, especially if I can't read the comments like that. Therapeutic to connect with people, yes, it is. But yet and still, this can't be therapy because I only put out there what I want to put out there. So it can't be therapy, because therapy, you have to be raw and truthful. I'm truthful and I'm raw, but you're not gonna get all my business. I'm not. I am in control. That's why the good thing about social media, I am in control of what I put out there. That's what cracks me up about content creators when they put stuff out there and then they cry about it. Hell, you decided to put that out there. That was not the paparazzi following you. This was not some blog. This was something you put out there. I don't have to dig up any information on you. You put it out there, we gonna laugh about it. So that's like, can't say it's like the reality stars who they control to their narrative a little bit, but if someone sees them out or something and takes a picture and puts a story out there, that's different. But some of these content creators, they put all their business out there and then wonder why people, I didn't know that. I'm like, you put it out there. Oh wow, I am. Yes, happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, baby. They had us working today, but that's okay. That's okay. That is okay. We still have come a long way. Able to go in through the front door. We able to sit at the same tables. We able to do a lot, but we just gotta keep going. Lord, we gotta keep going. We gotta value family structure, family dynamics. We gotta get back that value. Yeah, but I saw her little pity video and I just did not understand it. I did not understand it. I was like, "Oh my goodness, why?" And then I was like, "Well, is she about to sell classes?" And then I was like, "Well, she about to get her YouTube check, so she should be okay." I didn't understand, but it's always these pity. You go from over sexual posts to I'm the baddest, I'm this, to it's like like I'm just like, why? And I keep going. And it's like, whenever she does that, you could just tell, obviously something's going on where she got to tell herself, hell, you asked me, do I do this for therapy? You need to be over there in her comments asking, does she do this for therapy? Because it's just like up and down, up and down. And I just feel so bad for them children to have to live with an unstable mom is ridiculous. Yeah, she's all over the place. Yeah, they get upset when opinions are made, and you guys choose to put up a 30-second clip and let people, run with it. You can easily edit it. You can easily decide not to put it on. That's like people turning the camera on to get on social media and cry. So you mean to tell me you couldn't FaceTime somebody? You couldn't do nothing else? That's when society, that's the bad part of technology. We have lost human connection. We have really lost it. And Peaches always says she doesn't have friends, so I just can't feel bad for her. I don't agree with people saying the twins are, look funny or ugly or anything like that. But you are their protector. Social media is horrible. When it comes to comments, you see how people drag you constantly. about your appearance, not even just about your mental health or what you do, but people drag you about your appearance and you feel that's okay. Like, you could have easily turned the comments off. You could have still went and turned the comments off. Hell, you could have still went and deleted the post. But you decided to keep that up there. You decided to go back and have somebody pull out a camera, even if you were recording the moment to keep in your keepsakes or whatever. But you still chose to post it of your son having the seizure. You decided to, knowing how people talked about you during your pregnancy, knowing people were questioning you, jiggling the babies around and all this kind of stuff. You put that out there. Those are things that you could have controlled. The best thing about social media, you can truly control the narrative. You can control the narrative. This is the narrative you put out there. You're oversexed, crazed, loves to get cheated on, loves verbal abuse, loves physical abuse, loves toxicity, has to constantly tell yourself, speak affirmations to yourself, which we all know that's great and well, but goddamn, if you got to tell yourself every damn day that you're phenomenal peach, it's not working because your actions. When you start doing affirmations, see, she forgot that part. Doing affirmations, you start feeling it, walking it, and believing it, where you can move on to the next damn affirmation. You can move on. You start walking. You don't have to keep telling yourself you're phenomenal. The things you do, the actions are going to show that you are phenomenal. But no, you got to remind yourself because you're fighting a damn demon. That's what it is. You're fighting it. You're fighting it. You still at the stage and you want people to go to sleep and wake up with you because you goal setting and stuff like that. You're still fighting some evil little things. And people don't want to believe it, but she's still walking around. That's why you think they have books of 180 affirmations. You don't say the same damn one for 3 years straight. That's crazy. Something ain't working, boo. Something ain't working. Hey, happy Juneteenth. Yeah, something is not working if you still got to walk around and say that. Because certain things you're doing makes no sense. You know that. A lot of stuff you're doing makes no sense. You have very reckless behavior. You got to walk around constantly and say, phenomenal peach. I am phenomenal. Oh my goodness. And still moving around like, what, Chucky? The bride of Chucky? Still moving around like the bride of Chucky. Evil, calling people sloths, calling people all types of, all types of stuff. But you are so phenomenal. I am clean, right? Now you talk, and then for all you guys that are sloths, I now like to take baths. Doesn't mean I wasn't bathing before. No, you heard everybody in them damn DC, CPS, whatever people got on you about you and them damn kids coming in that bathroom. That's what that is. So now you trying to show us that they don't come in the bathroom anymore. Girl, we don't need to keep seeing that you take a bath in that little tub. It's still a tub. That's we don't need to see it anymore. You act like you showing something so luxury. Girl, people been doing all these type of baths. But I guess your girls that stay in the projects, maybe their tubs are too and they ain't taking no bath. So you trying to show them that you the big one now. I don't know. But it's just so crazy. Hey, Mr. LSU, how are you? Yeah, she got to tell herself, I am clean. I am this. I am that. No, that's a crazy affirmation at the end of the day, too, to walk around and saying, I am clean. Like, that's just crazy. That means you have to remind yourself to clean. God dang, got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. But after a while, you move on from the affirmations. You don't need to keep saying the same one. That's why they have so many. You got your ones for love, your ones for strength, your ones for finances. You got 10 of them, you split them up. And whew, you got to tell yourself you're phenomenal. You got to tell yourself you're great. You got to tell yourself you're fierce. You got to tell yourself you're fabulous. You got to walk it, girl. You got to walk that shit. You phenomenal. Let's see you. Then she even said that if Wood hadn't got himself fixed or clipped, whatever, that cause having twins is easy, she would do it 2 to 3 more times. Huh? Wait a minute. So you're really not even seeing that what you're doing and the time and the transportation and everything. Packing a bunch of kids in a car and taking them to the amusement park is great, but how are we reading at night? We don't see any more of that. Hell, did she even read to the people, to her subscribers? We don't what's the reading like at night? What's going on with bath time at night? Like, not saying she has to show it, but we know over there is a damn cluster F. But you want to do this again. Let me see. While PJ's telling her business, she's not seeing how she's proven her mental illness. She doesn't believe she's anybody. She's acting like kid. Yep. Nadine, I do talk about myself. Have you watched the whole live? Do you watch any of the clips? Because I do talk about myself too, sweetheart. But thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe. But I do talk about myself. But like I said, I can control the narrative. So this is a reaction page, right? So that means it's going to be a reaction to what people put out there. And we have a discussion about it, right? So it's just like, kind of like Anton Daniels, Tasha K. I'm not saying I'm on their level, but it's really the same thing. But they actually go dig up information on people. Well, Tasha K does. I don't dig up. This is stuff people put out there. And that's what we're talking about, Nadine. You can control the narrative of what you put out there. Now, I have said multiple times, I don't mind her content. But we have to realize her content is not content anymore. And this is something that she lives off of, correct? I just got off my job. You know what I'm saying? So this is something I just do to talk to y'all. And we talk about how it makes no sense. So people can understand when they do get into content creation, they can easily control the narrative so you won't have stuff like this. Get down. Hey, question. If someone is constantly talking about themselves, how to just shut them off? Okay, I want to put you out of here too. There we go. Arkansas, or Arkansas, whatever. But yeah, so we're not digging up any information about her. I've been good, Mr. LSU. How are you? Right, and that's what I'm saying. People have to understand. I'm going to Miss Felicia's comment. She was saying again, if they didn't put the business out there, we would not talk about it. And that's the thing. We are not digging up any information. We are not looking up anything. We are talking about stuff that she put out there. She put out a video where she wants people to obviously talk about it because she wants people to feel bad for her for what's been going on in social media. And my whole thing is, you could have controlled the narrative. Once you saw them comments coming in about your twins, you're the protector, you love being a mom, this and the other, you could have turned those comments off. Actually, you could have deleted the dang on post. Actually, you knew what was going to happen because you see how people talk about you, so you shouldn't have even posted it. But since you posted it, you still had time to go remove it or at least turn the comments off, but you chose not to. And now you want social media to feel bad. You're not going to get on here and change human bots and all that kind of stuff. You're not going to get on here and do that. So you can control what you put out there. People really said in the comments they enjoyed her cleaning up the boys' rooms. The boys' room. People were there saying they love that content. People were saying that they don't, in her comments, people were saying they don't like her over sexual content. People really like to see her be a mom. As much as, we want to talk about, how crazy she is as a mom, people really want to see that type of content. She don't want to do it. She doesn't want to do that type of content. So her content is all over the place and people talk about it. People are going to talk about it, and she wants people to talk about it. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. She wants people to talk about it. My hand sanitizer, y'all. She wants people to talk about it. She definitely does. Talking about it, well, I guess that's what you said, because talking about it makes her more money. But yeah, she definitely wants people to talk about what she has going on, what she is doing, the lack of what she is doing. But yeah, she definitely wants people to talk about this. Yeah, we are going to go in. Yep. And they don't realize it. If you look at how her views are, oh yeah, my phone. If you look at how her views were, she she does pretty well on the videos people talk about. I'm trying to find I'm going to pick up my contacts before I go get my baby. My mom took him to therapy, so my son is at therapy. And like I said, I respect the fact that that's how she makes her money, but I just feel she needs to do some other type of content, because I think she's not going to understand how this is going to hurt her children later on. And honestly, I think she does understand, because we have heard her say that she knows Mac Man is going to be upset with her. She knows that. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Got my contacts. Yay. But yes, that is the thing. So I'm reading Miss Denise Norman's comment. She said Peach is, hold on, y'all, getting warnings and she is not heeding them. Those kids have many milestones in front of her. Yes, and that's what I'm really, because like I said earlier in the live, I have an autistic son. My son is on level 3 of the spectrum. I know how much time, like I said, he's at therapy right now. Um, he has speech therapy twice a week, occupational therapy. He has occupational therapy once a week, extra tutoring. Like, so it's a lot. I really don't want to put my phone right there. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna fix this. Um, so that's why I don't know. I don't know what Peach got going on, y'all. I do not know what she has going on and what she's going to do. And I think she don't care. There are lots of resources, lots of them, lots of them. Whew, I tell people, my son spent the first 11 months of his life in the hospital, right? The first 11 months. We got discharged in August. My son was in therapy by September. Like, though, there's resources because you got to prepare your kid for when you are not here. You want to make them as dependent as possible. And that's why I follow a lot of, you know, TikTok. So we are really, truly even blessed in the autistic community or medically complex community, because my son is in the still what they consider medically complex because he has a G-tube. But the resources we have, and we're able to get on social media and get so much information and different things. You know, back then they didn't have that. Parents were just out here winging it. And Peach has so much. And I don't know, because I watched some of her old videos, and earlier on, before she was married, and it was just, I think she used to call him, I don't know if she was calling him daddy at that time, but she was doing videos with Choice. She was doing videos with him. I don't know if it just got to be too much or what. Make sure you guys like the live. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Yeah, I don't know if it just got too much, but like I said, she was doing videos with him. She was doing videos with Choice. So I don't know what happened there, but, and I don't know, well, I do know, but like I said, you can still control the narrative. You can still, like, who's that family, the Henrys? Some people say they don't like their content because they feel like it's too over edited. It's not raw. So you have like super raw like Peach, and then you have what people say over edited like the Henrys. But then you have the Cades or the Canes. Who are the Canes? You know, that family we watch over here sometimes. I like them. It's edited, you know, but it still kind of gives you that raw feel. Um, and I like that. It's edited enough, but it gives you that raw. That's kind of like reality shows. It give you what you think is raw, but it's edited. Peach just don't do nothing. I don't know if it's lazy content, because some people say, oh, she used to be able to edit so good. I've never seen her videos where she was really good at editing. You know, people say, oh, I never seen where her thumbnails in the beginning. I just feel like she should have advanced. Like, no matter what field you're in, whether it's social media, whether it's nursing, whether anything, hey, sister cousin, you are supposed to invest in yourself. That's what I think too she messed up with on social media. She never took it to the next level. She never invested in her craft. You have to invest in your craft. You need to take a class. She should have took some videography classes. You know, she still shouldn't be creating content with her phone. So even selling these classes and people seeing you're doing the same techniques you did from 2020, that's not cool. Peach, her selling it. Girl, there's so much going on with that girl. She's playing victim, sister cousin. She playing victim, of course, as always. Wants people to feel bad for her, because I guess she feels some type of way about the content, and she's reminding herself that she, of course, is phenomenal. Ain't nothing phenomenal. And I guess she's talking about how all her kids are, not all of them, but I guess these last couple of ones is missing parts of their brains or something. I don't know. Something going on with the twins. I don't know. It's just these last three, right? The last three all had something kind of traumatic going on. Lord Jesus. Whew. Mm-mm-mm. And then y'all, I don't know if y'all follow Grit Baby. I don't know if y'all follow this. This girl done moved from Georgia to, where did she move to? Raleigh, North Carolina, no money, depending on TikTok, y'all, with her kids. And then people in the comments are saying the place that she is at is where all the rugs be, and she out at the gas station dancing with. I'm like, Lord have mercy, them poor children. Now that is definitely, to me, that is a CPS case right there. Grit baby. That now they called it on Miss Shirley. I still don't, that's why I don't think people really called it on Peach, because you've seen so much more on social media and they're not getting CPS called on them. I think even that girl that can't cook, Nika with them 10 children, I think she calls them on herself. I think she got that idea from Peach. But like Grit Baby, the girl that used to be on there, Portia, the girl Shay, the Apple Store Queen or whatever, they used to call them on her, but she needed it bad too. But yeah, they don't call them on Grip. They don't. That's why I'm like, no, Peach, they ain't call them on you. They did not call them on you. Mm-mm. You're not even that. Like I said, only 50 people showed up to the Zoom, well, 40. So I already know you ain't popping like that, baby. They ain't that invested. They'll scroll and watch. That's why you doing all them shorts. I get it, because you can't. She realizing she don't have where people want to watch anything that she puts out that is over 8 minutes. She's probably looking at her analytics, even though you might see some of her long form videos getting up to, you know 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000 views, 10,000 views or whatever. If that person is not watching that video for a certain amount of time, or go into the ads part and all that kind of stuff, you pretty much just being pointless. You know what you just doing it to be posting. You ain't really, no benefits for it. So I think that's why she's doing the shorts also. And if you bring a lot of your content, your subscribers over from TikTok to YouTube, they're not going to watch it long. Yeah. Have you guys seen Dysfunctional Family? When you said dysfunctional, that's another family. I'm gonna start doing stuff on them. That's what Miss Kim, the yelling mama. But yeah, it's sad to see it on the social media. And that's why I'm like, and I wanted to say at one point, I was going through a thing. Excuse me, y'all, my nail is still broke. I was going through something and I was thinking, like, okay, are they just, exposing black parents like this, But then no, it's all. You got your trash, just whatever. It's just out there. Social media just lets it be seen. And I'm like, dang, people on there begging on TikTok, lights getting. I'm just like, TikTok to me is one of the easiest platforms to go ahead and get some change. You can, build you on there all day anyway. You're not at nobody applying. It's not even like back in the day when you had to physically go out and put in applications. You already know you're putting in applications from your phone. You're not going anywhere. You could do that from your phone. So you could do that for 2 hours in the morning, because let's be real, you ain't gonna do it all day. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you should be applying for jobs all day. It's only so many posted every day. So, okay, you spend 2 hours looking, applying, boom, 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 call the temp agency, see if anything's available. Now you're on TikTok. You should, by now, if you're able to go live, you have enough subscribers to go ahead and join TikTok Shop. So there's no way that you need to be sitting on live begging for help with diapers, formula, all this kind of stuff, when you could just make the money, right? You could just get on TikTok Shop. But no. And then people want to sit there and battle. That's what happened with Grit Baby. They made a whole rug addict. Well, she was already one, but they supply the habit. They supply it. Even with Shay, the Apple Store Queen, she used to sit there and tell them, "Who's gonna cash at me today so I can get drunk?" Huh? And people would send money. That's the crazy part too. People would send money. And then that's what Grip Baby, she's screaming, I am a content creator. And then people was like, what content do you put out? You're not even putting out content. I mean, TikTok is a different breed, baby. TikTok is a different breed. They had one girl, Portia, she would actually go to Walmart on live, on TikTok, go live and say, y'all hurry up and cash at me because I'm going in this store to get she be telling she getting the kids shoes. She do man. That's why I say people did not call CPS on Peach. Because if y'all let all that other stuff go on, ain't nobody calling CPS on you. You're calling them. And I don't know if it's because you need help for real, or is it because you need content? And that's the crazy part. You should really have a plan of what type of content you're putting out. You know, but you can only go to Publix, and I guess she's so happy because she went to Bath and Body Works. Girl, you a grown ass woman. What perfume are you wearing? Teenagers get excited about that. I mean, grown women, we get excited too, you know, because we want to spray when we get out the shower, some lotion. But we ain't, I mean, we got perfume trays. We grown. Body Splash is something different. Them lotions and stuff, that's all well and good, but go ahead and, you know, at night, you ain't used to shit. You 36, 37, you ain't used to nothing with all this damn money. Ain't used to nothing. Mm-mm-mm. You should be getting some wallflowers, some soul, you know, the decor, all that kind of stuff. The men's stuff for your boys, all that kind of stuff. But you like, we always say she is just stuck in like she 15, 14, 15. She just stuck. Mm. So whatever trauma she experienced, that's the age it probably happened. That's the age it probably happened, around 13 or something, because that's when she stopped growing mentally. So something traumatic probably happened around then, because she is stuck, baby. She is stuck and been living in a fantasy world. I don't know if she was great by a white man or what, because she's fascinated by white. I don't know. But whatever happened, she's stuck. She remind me of a little teeny bopper that's just so excited and gets her first little paycheck and look at it. Girl, baby, we over here happy when Nordstrom's rack have a sale. We happy about Amazon Prime, you know? Baby, Bath and Body Works. Girl, they all okay, it's a sale, whatever. Get your stuff and keep it moving. But shit. Let me know when the rack room, Nordstrom's rack have a sale. Let me know. Let me know when Dillard's has a sale, baby. Let me know. True. Mm-mm. The only thing I get when they had them annual sales is my dang on Christmas gifts for my coworkers and you know the little teeny bopper cousins. And don't get me wrong, I got my whole little lotion stuff and spray for you know when I get out of the shower and I want to be grown and you know to feel good. I get it. I get it. We all as grown women have a routine that we do. You know, we ain't just learning. But then again, I get it. At 14, 13, her mom was selling, you know, the rugs, and nobody taught Peach how to be a woman. She just learning how to clean her cuckoo. You know, she just learning all this. That's why she was always having infections, and he don't know how to wash his wiener, and she don't know how to wash her cuckoo, and he probably was putting it in the back hole and back in the front hole. You know, they was just being nasty and all that stuff was down there swapping around. They don't know how to be cleaned. I don't want it. I'm good. See, that's why you gotta teach us. We teach, but you know what? She be on social media enough and watch enough nasty stuff. She sure should have watched the video on how to clean her coochie, but she might have. That's might have why she washing it good now. maybe the last time she had them babies, the doctor was like, I don't know. But baby said she just soaking that thing. That probably mean her pH is all off. She's soaking that thing so much. That pH off, baby. She putting any and everything, spraying the spray right up in there and everything to make that thing smelling good. Go to the doctor. Doctor. Don't try to mask the smell, the odor. Go to the doctor. Yep, she's like a teenager with an unlimited credit card. She had like she got rich parents. Something she's always wanted. Because, when she went to that new school with all those white people, that's when she realized what people do and stuff. Lord, Tracy, why you ain't exposed that girl? But Tracy, you ain't know no better. You ain't know no better. And it's sad because Peach is not taking what happened and getting herself to be better. Oh, yeah. That diet. She needs to, and she says she drink a lot of water, but I don't know. She'll show herself drinking that glass bottle, but we don't know that was just probably for ploy to make it look like she rich. Hell, she could go fill that bottle back up with tap water. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know, child. You can't believe nothing these people do. Social media, y'all. You can buy one. What is it called? Saratoga water. Cause I know one girl, I know she ain't had no Fiji money. And baby, when she told me at work, she said, girl, I just bought this bottle and I use it as my bottle for 2 weeks. She bought one bottle of Fiji, like the big one, and she just keeps filling it up. And she said, cause it look cute. I was like, okay, look cute, shoot. Do what you gotta do. So she probably just filling them Saratoga waters up. I don't know, y'all. That's y'all friend. Peach is a different person. She is. I still do. I don't care what nobody say. I still want the best for her. Hey, Miss Allison. Yeah. I just wish she would just like. I would love to see some raw edited. I know that don't go together, but it's social media. Some raw edited content for as her being a mom. Would y'all like to see that? Would y'all tune in? No cussing. No, we don't need to hear you talk. It's just when she starts running that mouth and always want to put herself up here. I saw that the little what's that one? What was it? Oriental Korean? I don't see. That's what I say. She needs to just start a OF. Go on OF and do it. Her older video. Yeah, that's what a lot of people like. See, Miss Allison, you don't want to see the chaos. Yeah, that's why I said raw and edited, but she would just put out raw and think it's funny. But it would have to definitely be raw and edited. It would have to be raw and edited. Yeah, you just, sister cousin, you can't just spray and she just spraying. She doesn't know. I hope and then you see how many baths she's taking with so much different stuff. You won't even know what's causing the issue. Ooh, Cole said permanently banned. Yeah, some people do say she needs to be permanently banned, y'all. Some people do say that. I need to go this way. I did. No, I'm not. Dang, I should have went that way. Oh, I should have. Dang it. I'm going to turn around. I need to run to the hair store real quick before I go. Because my son going to the barber shop. And then I need to go to the... Do I need to go to the hair? What did I say I was going to go? Oh, yeah, I need to go to the hair store. Okay. So y'all going to come to the hair store with me. Then I'll have to get off of here. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they want her banned. A lot of people are saying they want her banned. I don't know. I got my ball to do my workouts at home. I got this let's see. So I'm sick of putting perm in my hair. So for the next 4 weeks, my son is going to his summer program, like I said. And I said, I'm going to the gym in the evening. So I ordered this wig so I could put it up in a ponytail. I want to see the lace. Oh, it's a little dyed. I don't really got to dye the knots. Okay, I ain't got to dye the knots. Okay. I don't got to dye the knots. So I could put this up because I'm going to wear this. Because, y'all, this. I love the short, but like this and all this, I just need to put a wig on for a little bit. So I wish it was going to be black, but it's not. But it's going to be all right. 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 But yeah, I got to do that so I could just put it on. I'm going to put it on. Then I'm going to the gym in the evening. So either I'm going to put it up in a ponytail or I'm just going to take it off and put a scarf. I know. I love the haircut. I just got to do this for 4 weeks while I go to the gym. 4 weeks. And while I'm taking him in the morning, because I said I don't want anything to be too difficult. Because we're going to have to leave, since we moved from further from his school, we're going to have to move thing. Oh, thank y'all so much. I know. I just got to give myself a break from the perm. I got to give myself a break. So I'm just going to slap this wig on. Y'all so sweet. Y'all so sweet. I'm going to slap a wig on, put my lashes on, and I have my contacts. So for 4 weeks, I'm going to look a little different. But y'all, we going to get through it because and then so I've been going to the gym. Y'all know I've been going to the gym every morning for the last 2 weeks while my mom has been staying with me. She's been keeping my baby in the morning. So I've been going to the gym, and me and my cousin, we have been going hard on weights. So I went to my condo this morning after the gym and I got on the scale. Man, I was so hurt, y'all. I gained 4 pounds, but I see it. It's like I see how, I got thickums. You at the gym now? That's what's up, girl. Yeah. So starting next week, I won't be going to the gym in the morning. I'll be going Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sundays in the evening. But yeah, so I got this wig. I know y'all. Y'all so sweet. So I'm gonna go in here. I wanna get some stuff, but y'all finna come with me. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of people want her band, y'all. A lot of people want her band. Hey, happy Juneteenth. That's what I'm thinking. I gained muscle because I can really